to make real the promises of democracy. Now is the time to rise from the dark and desolate valley of segregation to the sunlit path of racial justice. Now is the time to lift our nation from the quicksands of racial injustice to the solid rock of brotherhood. Now is the time to make justice a reality for all of God's children. It would be fatal for the nation to overlook the urgency of the moment. This sweltering summit of the Negro's legitimate discontent will not pass until that is an invigorating autumn of freedom and equality. 1963 is not an end, but a beginning. Inextricably bound to our freedom, we cannot walk alone. And as we walk, we must make the pledge that we shall always march ahead. We cannot turn back. There are those who are asking the devotees of civil rights, when will you be satisfied? We can never be satisfied as long as the Negro is the victim of the unspeakable horrors of police brutality. I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today. Every mountainside, let freedom ring, and when this happens, and when we allow freedom ring, when we let it ring from every village and every hamlet, from every state and every city, we will be able to speed up that day when all of God's children, black men and white men, Jews and Gentiles, Protestants and Catholics, will be able to join hands and sing in the words of the old Negro spiritual, free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, we are free at last. MLK!
The use of violence. He believed in nonviolence and how you can use your words instead of your fists. And there's a lot of violence going on today. Black on black violence is really unnecessary when everybody can just use the words.
When I think about MLK's vision, I think about Garfield, like a school with tons of different kids, different colors, backgrounds, and all different things. Like, you know, the representation is very broad, so I think that's what he fought for.
MLK made it possible for me to have the same equal education as anyone else, and he made it possible for me to be where I am today.
MLK's vision to me means that we all do our best to make an environment where everybody can accomplish the same thing, where that nothing's stopping anybody or giving anybody an unfair advantage.
The dream of Martin Luther King is still alive and well today. His vision is definitely a generational vision that transcends all ages and races and ethnic origins and everything. So yeah, I do definitely believe that the dream and the vision is still alive. I believe that we still have a long way to go as far as equality and as far as taking advantage of opportunities. I feel like opportunities don't go away, they go to somebody else.
MLK's vision to me means that everyone can get along, and he wanted everyone to get along, and it means that we have to find a way for everyone to collaborate and cooperate so that we can create a better future, because this is our world that we live in, and if we don't take control of it now, if we don't make it better, then it's never going to get better.
You're able to be who you are, and you're friends with everyone. You don't discriminate, and you just have like the freedom to just express yourself without feeling judged.
Growing up in Philadelphia, I was definitely a minority, and I used to be made fun of for being Chinese. So even today, going to Garfield and being surrounded by all these people, I really see that MLK's vision is in effect. No one's being judged by who they are, where they're from, by being appreciated for the person they are. I never look at my friends and identify them in a certain way, but only what they have done for me. And I guess MLK Vision made me a better person.
MLK today would be happy with the way things aren't physically segregated between blacks and whites, but he would probably say that people today still subconsciously look at their preconceived notions of a certain race and take that into effect with how they deal with people.
I feel like he'd have mixed feelings because we've come so far, but we have so much far to go. Because we even see at Garfield, we have just the diversity of like mind and spirit, and the classrooms. You know, it's crazy. It's literally his dream being processed onto us. But then we go out into the streets, we still see like Section 8, we still see people down, we still see like just like the government, just I don't know, just there's so many more institutional problems that we have that I guess the personal problems have been resolved between people, but then we just have these like microcosms that we gotta change.
Peace is equality and love.
Peace to me, it's I don't know, it's everybody basically, you know, everybody getting their part, everybody doing their part, and just, you know, equality. That word is thrown around so much, but it literally means everybody is equal and everybody is seen as, you know, that common man or common woman. And yeah, just everybody getting what they deserve. That's peace to me.
Peace is a collaboration of homies kicking it together.
My idea of peace would be no violence, and everybody's happy and getting along.
MLK's vision means that institutional injustice will be eliminated, and at both an institutional and systemic level, all people of all races and creeds will be treated equally.
I feel that Martin Luther King would be proud of society's progress. Whites and blacks are able to come together and finally have equality. Even though a lot has changed, we as people aren't perfect. I think Martin Luther King would still be giving speeches about violence and working on improving the world and humanity.
I think he'd be happy because, like, if you could see the school now versus when he came a long time ago or whatever, it's very different. And I think it's in a good place as far as the diversity. That's one thing that he really fought for. So I think he'd be happy with the progress and how important he is to us still. So if he was here, he'd definitely be very, very important.
Peace means to me like you're not angry, you're in like a calm, joyful environment.
My idea of peace would be no conflicts over stupid little things like race or gender. So everyone being united, I guess. No war, no frustration, no hatred.
It was really sad to see him go.
Everybody accepting one another for what they're worth, like everybody being equal to each other and no difference between anyone or any race.
Not fair at all that we would treat another living creature like property.
MLK wanted us all to be treated equally. MLK's vision means to me a place where everybody can feel like they are wanted.
Peace is everyone loving each other.
Dr. Martin Luther King has put a powerful impact on my life, and I most definitely love him, and that like changed my life and the society and the world.
Peace is when everyone gets along without conflict.